Hey everybody, we are back with more Warlords Battlecry 3. We are playing our Lich Lord character, Aiden. I really, in hindsight, probably should have given him a cooler name than Aiden. Can't change it, I guess, because he's a Lich Lord. Aiden was the main character in the last book I wrote, so I thought, we'll make Aiden. Yeah, even though Aiden is like way more like a paladin than a Lich Lord. Anyway, you don't care about that. So we're back. We're in the last episode we captured the rift on the Sundered Isle. I think we're going to be moving away from the Sundered Isle now. I think we're going to explore. See, it's tricky because down south there are many of the Sarathi villages and things, and I don't know if taking those missions will piss off the Sarathi. They are currently neutral to us, and we would love for them to move a little closer. We want as many of these names to move over to ally, because then we will have the ability to play as those other races as well. And although undead are my favorite, there are plenty of times where you get bored of playing the same thing, and certain characters have certain benefits on different levels. So I think we're going to go to Dragon's Maze and see if we can't move to the western continent here. Sail to the Dragon's Maze. See what we got here. We can go on a treasure hunt, which is hard and is I assume will be against the Minotaurs, because this is where the Minotaurs live. I just realized it's a maze, like the labyrinth of the original Minotaur in mythology. Visit the Smuggler's Tavern. The people here don't seem to trust you yet. Nobody will sell or buy anything. Okay. What about the docks? They don't trust me either. Well, I would think that raiding them for treasure would make them less trustworthy. Many pirate. Oh, okay, so it would be fighting against pirates, not against the Minotaurs. We're still not going to do that, I think, because it's a hard mission, and I still haven't played very much. Like I said, I previously played this game like 5 years ago. So we're going to look for something a little easier. Al-Darak stretches from the Twilight Woods in the north. There appear to be no woods, but okay, down to the Plains of Blood in the south. Oh, charming. It is known throughout Etheria as a center of both trade and learning. It is the Empire, and they currently view me as an enemy. That's just fine. The Empire sucks. So we could fight Barbarians, which is hard, and they will pay us for this, but it will make them like us more, but I'm not super concerned about that. You can join the Seafarers Guild. Oh no, we can hire mercenaries from that guild. So we haven't seen mercenaries yet. Basically, you'll see we have 19 crowns at the top of the screen. We could pay 40 crowns to recruit this particular band of mercenaries, and then at the beginning of every level it will prompt us, do you want to use this mercenary band? They are one-time use, but you can choose when to use them. And you'll see here, if we hired them, we would get Hrolgar the Mercenary, which will be a specific unit, hero-style unit. He will be a mercenary unit, but he will have a name, and he will be slightly stronger. And it also comes with 5 level 2 mercenaries. And this is literally identical. Name and everything is identical. That's unfortunate. And you can have up to 2 at any given time. So we're not going to hire them because we don't have the money, and because they seem pretty crappy. And I guess, we could fight some barbarians. Do we want to do... I'd rather the barbarians like me. Let's go to Daros. What do we got here? More info. Daros is the very center of the Plains of Blood. This is a lovely tourist destination. All of the various barbarian tribes meet here to trade. They are neutral with us. Let's, the Daros Gap. Hard. The swarm are overrunning the land from the north. Not only that, but there are unruly tribes to contend with nearby. So it looks like we would be fighting the swarm and barbarians. The lords of Daros will pay you well if you can stop them all. Maybe. The Barbarians challenge. 150 experience, and it's hard. Barbarians have issued you with a challenge. If you can defeat the chieftains of 4 clans, you will gain their respect. Now, I remember this mission. This particular mission, it is just your hero versus 3 other heroes. And it's extremely difficult if you are not a melee class, so we're definitely not going to do that. Tribal Skirmish. Replayable, and it's hard. The barbarian tribes of the Plains of Blood are always fighting. You may join in a fight with them today. The side with the most kills wins the day. This is also a tricky mission because the undead tend to have very disposable units in the early game, which means they would get a lot of kills early on. We're not going to do that either. Man, we need to find a mission. The Daros Bazaar. You do not have enough crowns. We could buy some items or sell some items. You know what? I'm thinking, do we just want to go and play a skirmish instead of the campaign just to level up a little bit? I really don't want to. Well, we have to pick a side at this point. Like, do we want to endear ourselves to the Empire? Do we want to endear ourselves to the Barbarians? Or do we want to piss off the Sarathi? I think let's try the Daros Gap. This is where we will fight the Swarm and the Barbarians. We will do so as the Undead, which is apparently a hard game. And we're going to play this. And if we die, we die. No big deal. We're not on Iron Man mode. And we need a mission. We haven't picked anything, so we need to do something. Could pay a little money to get a few extra points. We're not going to do that this time. We are going to once again take our vampire friend, Manflesh. That is a good name. I'm proud of myself for picking that name. We're going to take some lich. Oh, just one. Okay. Definitely need a builder. Do we maybe not want Manflesh? All he can really do for us is... So he's a good combat unit, for sure. And he also has the ability to convert buildings, and he also has the ability to summon, basically, scout units, which are very useful. So we are going to keep him. I guess we'll just take a Wraith. I mean, what else can we do? We definitely want the Lich. They're very powerful creatures. And probably my favorite unit in the entire game. Although the Titans or whatever are pretty friggin' awesome. Oh, good, you have come. Yes, Chief Redblade, I have. As I promised I would. Who are we fighting? To the north, through the gap. So here's the gap, I guess. Many creatures are gathering. Strange creatures like insects. We still hold the towers at the gap, and I have sent a few warriors there to help. The Lords of Daros said something about another tribe. Yes, the Kaogari tribe are stirring in the east, so over yonder. But whether they will fight us or the insects, I could not say. Well, hopefully the insects. So let's pause, and let's scope out the... You can quickly pause by pressing the pause key on the keyboard. Unfortunately, my keyboard does not have such a key. Let's check this out. We got a couple... Wow, okay, spider thing up here. A scorpion priest. That's horrifying. These buildings are not garrisoned, so we probably should throw all of these units into the towers. I do not expect to hold the towers at all, but if we can slow down their progression for a little bit, we can allow ourselves to establish here. So what we're going to do, we're going to move our character here. We're going to turn on the radius so we can see. Actually, you just have to, yeah, you can move over here. You can begin building our keep. I think we'll build it. Well, if we build it too far south, there's a chance that the units will spawn off screen and we won't be able to get them. Although this doesn't really create units until the end game. So we're gonna just put it here. And you, is there anything else nearby? There's not. We'll send you guys out to explore a little bit, just to see if there are any other mines nearby. Who else do we have? The Lich. We'll put you in a tower, I think. And these three are going in this tower. These three are going in this tower, which should probably bump their range and possibly their speed, because they're considered archers, I think. Barbarian missile units. So we'll unpause and hopefully everything goes well. Oh, significantly upped their damage and their range. which is good.
Your buildings are under
I don't know if
attack.
they're going to be able to kill. Oh yeah, they're going to handle that, no problem. Everything got started. We're going to start converting. Send you a little further out, a little further up, trying to find other mines so we can get a quick early game resource boost. Here's where we want the vampire, because he can convert buildings. We're going to go back up here and make sure these aren't heavily damaged. They're doing okay. They are firing south. What is attacking? Oh, why? Attack the thing close to you, please. The thing that's actually dealing damage to you.
Your buildings are under attack.
My buildings are under attack. Yes, I know, because they're not firing at the enemy. Okay, you go up here and deal with this fucking thing, please. Good job. Way to convert. We're going to get you to convert. We're going to garrison you. What is this thing that's so resistant to damage? We need to repair this, which is going to cut into our resources. I don't know if we even want to hold the gap or not. I guess we'll put him in there. What else are we going to do with him? Converting. We're going to get you to build so we can start churning out units. A lot has happened already. When you're done with that, we're going to summon some bats. Oh, you're not there yet? That's okay. We're going to send you up to capture this as well. I think another thing that makes this map, quote, hard, unquote, for the undead is because of resource placement. So if you'll notice, the undead, again, rely mostly on metal and crystal because of the upgrading units mechanic. Summon some bats for reconnaissance. We're going to send one all the way to the corner. I need another one. Send him all the way to the north corner. Another one to this corner. And then we'll send one right up the gap. Nope. Just a bat, please. New armies are available. Start churning out skeletons. Put them over here. That was the bat, I guess. Oh. Okay. Quite a mass of enemies right there. I believe these are powerful cavalry units. Who also poison, apparently, which is a bummer. I thought that this corner was occupied by the Barbarians, but apparently not. So we'll send you all the way to the north. We'll send you across and see when we bump into the swarm so we can get eyes on their base. We're going to have you create the armory, or boneyard, I guess. And we're going to send... Oops. That was the wrong unit. I'm going to send... Nope. Nope. Put you back in there. We're going to send our hero to the quest to see if we can pick up an easy quest that might give us some rewards. An elven noble offers you 1,000 gold if you can slay the enemy hero who wounded him. Unfortunately, we're probably not going to be able to...
Your buildings are under attack.
Kill an enemy hero anytime soon. Oh, that's right. These are resistant to missile attacks. Yeah, I think we're... What are you even shooting at? I don't understand why it's firing off in this direction. We're going to ungarrison everyone and see if that wraith can take them out. I don't understand what they're firing at here. There must be a building. Oh, oh no, no. No, no, no. No, thank you.
Your buildings are under attack.
Get in the building. Well, we definitely don't have the ability to overcome those enemies, but we can maybe kill the enemy hero, which would finish this quest, which would be great. So we're going to accept the quest. There is no penalty to failing a quest. You just don't get any bonuses.
Are under attack.
So we're going to go up here. We're going to see if we can kill the enemy hero. Although I suspect it may just kill all of our units. We're going to ungarrison them and let them die. We're not super concerned about that. We do have very weak starting units here. That did not work. Oh, because there was no enemy infantry in the area? Nope. We're not fast enough to deal with that. But we did not prevent him from converting our buildings. We did also lose our vampire, it looks like, which is a real blow. But there will be other opportunities to recruit them in the future. We're going to send you over here to raise the dead. We're going to convert. There's nothing. Oh, that is our color. I'm sorry. I thought we were a different color. What happened to... There you are. Let's... we need to upgrade our keep. So this is not going super well. We did lose our gap, which means they will probably begin to apply pressure to our actual base. And because we have very few units of consequence, we're not really capable of defending ourselves. We're going to upgrade this as quickly as possible so we can start churning out wraiths, because we have a fair bit of crystal, but we are running out of metal. And I think we may start spitting out zombies to pump into our mines to help boost that, our core resource gathering, because they're going to try to reconvert these at their earliest opportunity. I would love to get some of this stuff, but I suspect they have hostile buildings over here. You'll see the enemy base here, and then the swarm base is here. The swarm does exactly what you would think they do. They swarm. They can produce very quick, cheap units.
New buildings are available.
Which, as we pointed out, some of which are very resistant to missile attacks, which makes some of the archers and... Oh, an enemy hero died. Fantastic. You'll see our picture has this chalice, which means we're currently on a quest. If we click it, it shows us the quest. The reality is we're not going to complete that quest. But there is no penalty for failure. I think we're going to put this in metal right now.
Your buildings are under attack.
What did that just say? Did that say your buildings are being converted, bitches?
From dust we come.
Why? This is the... Okay, so here's an issue, right? I previously had a copy of this game that had a mod that said that. But this, I thought this install was my GOG version of the game. So maybe I'm playing, am I playing on the old copy?
Your buildings are under attack.
Okay, well that's offensive. I don't want to read that. I thought, is that, oh, I bet that's the community patch that I had installed. I'm confused by that. I don't like that. But we're not going to do anything about it now because I don't know how to maintain save progress and all that stuff. That really agitates me. I hated that mod before, but it was part of the patch that
are under attack.
Yep. But it was part of the patch that... Oh, unicorn. It was part of the patch that made this game basically playable. It's also what added the summoning... Where are you going? Come back here. It also is the patch that changed the summoning units so that they had a life bar. Make them wraiths so they can deal with some of these flying creatures. We're also going to send them up to be with the hero just in case he gets in trouble. We're now going to switch to the crystal mine because we need crystal more in the long run, I think. Immediately going to research those. Yeah, I thought that was part of the community patch, and I thought that this time I had installed it from GOG. So I've bought this game about like 4 times in my life. I had originally had it on CDs, which I eventually lost. Then I bought it on direct to drive, which was like kind of like a Steam wannabe, but instead of a app that you use, it actually let you download the full game. And that was that version that I had the patch on that gave me that message and stuff. And then I bought it on GOG. I bought all three, the 1, 2, and 3 Warlords Battlecry on GOG. And I thought that's what I had installed. Maybe I have the direct-to-drive one. Because I got this off of my hard drive. It was its standalone. I could have swore. I don't know. I'm not super concerned about it though. Now that we have a little bit of a troop we can move with, we are going to try and convert some of these further buildings, further mines, so we can boost our resource production. Because we're getting to the point where we're going to start churning out units more and more. We're going to take you actually, and we're going to upgrade our keep if we're able. We are not. We are now. Crystal is full. Metal I would rather have skeletons right now. Oh, I spent all my gold, so I can't get skeletons right now. Converted the metal. Let's see if they have built watchtowers or any kind of defenses to protect their mines. It's not looking like it. So this is a pretty good... What is this? A swarm tower. Well, we're definitely going to destroy that before they can build it. We're also going to make it nighttime because we can. Okay. We're going to go back and we're going to convert these buildings. I could build watchtowers out here to defend them, but I don't think we're going to spend those resources to do so. We want to build the Altar of Shadows so we can upgrade. Anyway, I'm going to stop narrating what I'm doing, and we're going to work on commentary, because the more I work on commentary, the better I will get at it. So, so the Barbarians were destroyed, and they resigned from the game, which will destroy all of their buildings. So now all we have to worry about is the swarm, but they were the only real threat to begin with anyway. Because it's nighttime, our character should be regenerating health. Yep. So, watched Reservoir Dogs pretty recently. I talked about this in my Soten series. That movie is great. Like, I don't know. Sorry, quest expired. Whenever I watch movies like that, I think about how there's like a whole generation that has never seen that movie. And it's like a friggin' tragedy, because that movie is fantastic. Some of the practical stuff, like some of the blood looks really fake on occasion and stuff like that. But honestly, that movie, it got me, man. Like, I was watching it, and the ending is so good, and the iconic, oh, we're about to be overrun. You know, the iconic Mr. Pink, Mr. Orange, you know, that stuff is just so cool. We are definitely having problems here. We need to move our main army back home immediately. This is my fault for not leaving more behind. Go attack them. Yeah, that movie is so good. Tarantino flick. I've been trying to watch some of Tarantino movies lately. I watched The Magnificent... Wait a minute. What is that called? The Hateful Eight. Pretty recently. I thought that movie was very good. Why can't you go inside of this? There you go. Keeping up with converting the buildings is a constant problem, because they will constantly convert your buildings, which is hugely irritating. Let's see if we can block off his exit and maybe kill this enemy hero. Kill him. Get him, boys. Go get him, boys. I selected the shadows separately so that they can move at their own rate of speed, which is very quick compared to the other units. He does seem to be a healing type of character, because he is restoring health. see if we can kill him. I mean, the rest of you can go ahead and fight this while those guys try to track him down. If they all die, that's okay. Yeah, we're not going to get him. That's okay. We've apparently been rooted. Yeah, I've been watching Tarantino flicks. I thought The Hateful Eight was... It was a very slow movie. It was a very long movie. And if you're not really in the mood for that, you're not probably going to like it. And I can't recommend it for younger viewers. It's a very adult film with very adult themes and imagery and all kinds of stuff that you really shouldn't watch if you're, you know, under 18. But I thought it was a very good movie if you were willing to deal with the slower nature of the film. We need a zombie. We need to build the cage so we can start doing some things with these whites. You're gonna fight my mind, huh?
Your buildings are under attack.
That's cool. I'm gonna see if I can turn off that message that says bitches. That it just rubs me the wrong way that that's part of this. I thought it may be part of the community patch that I have installed, but there's probably a way to turn that off, I imagine. Haven't looked into it.
Your buildings are under attack.
What else? I also pretty recently watched Dusk Till Dawn, which is I mean, it's probably like my favorite vampire movie of all time, but there's kind of a lot of stuff with it that's like you roll your eyes at, but it's so good. George Clooney, Tarantino, fucking, is that...
Your buildings are under attack.
That's not Harvey Keitel, is it? I don't remember the name of the older guy who's in it, but it's just a great movie. I like Dusk Till Dawn. I like the tattooed George Clooney, young George Clooney. I just, the creepy vampires, Danny Trejo, you know, it's just a movie that really speaks. Plus, I saw it when I was like 13, so back then it was like, oh, there's boobs in this movie. I love it, you know. So it holds a special place in my heart. Can those attack? Those can only attack ground troops. This is the upgraded version of the white, which then can be upgraded further to a Doom Knight, which is one of the better melee units in the game, although it is very slow.
Your buildings are under attack.
We're going to want to upgrade again if we are able. At this point, it is just a matter of amassing as many troops as possible for the final push up into their base, which we're probably not going to do until we get a level 4 keep, which requires gold. So why don't we go back to, where'd all your mana go? Why do you only have 5 mana? Are we not regenerating mana? 1 point per 10 seconds. Is it costing us mana to maintain the storm, I wonder? Because we haven't cast a spell in a while. We should have more. Let's take a mana potion and see if it depletes at all to maintain this spell.
Your buildings are under attack.
We're going to move the hero down here. I see we have a new quest. We're going to check that out. And we're going to continue upgrading. For now, we're just going to go to whites. Meet the spirit of an old priest. If you can slay the enemy hero. Nope. A lot of these are hero related, which is one of the harder things to do, is to kill the enemy hero. Well, in this kind of match, it's hard to do. So we're going to send our... First of all, we're going to... Okay. We're going to summon a portal. And we're going to summon a bunch of zombies. So we can dump them. In fact, we'll quaff a potion and we'll continue summoning zombies. We're going to send them to our gold mine.
Your buildings are under attack.
Except for this one. Because we are having a little bit of a lag behind with gold. And then whoever the stragglers are, we'll put them in metal and whatnot. Now we're going to move him back to his small force here. I'm going to send a couple shadows up as well because we need more units that are capable of attacking air units. because we're going to move over here and recapture. Why destroy it? It's a complete waste of time for you to destroy it. When you destroy it, you get a very small amount of materials. Where's our hero?
Your troops are under attack.
Okay.
Your buildings are under attack.
I know. Please stop saying that over and over and over. We're looking to upgrade this to the higher level keep. We have 8, 7, 8. So we're going to move this big group over here, and we're going to try to recapture what they've destroyed. Although we're doing okay on resources, it always helps to have more. In fact, we may go check out the shop because we may want to buy some items for our character. Let's go here. You can... Yeah, you're okay there. You're doing okay. Oh, were you part of this group initially? Why don't you just stand here and take out some of the air units? They have built a watchtower, which I hate that the AI does this because it's obnoxious.
Your troops are under attack.
Move in and destroy the watchtower first off.
Your buildings are under attack.
Yep, I know. Please stop saying it. We're gonna move here. We're gonna have our guy recapture
New armies and buildings are available.
these buildings. We're gonna, now that we've upgraded, we're gonna buy the Black Library, which allows us to have access to the liches, which are, in my opinion, the most OP
Your buildings are
character
under attack.
in the undead like possibilities. What are you even doing here, man? Like, why are you doing this? Isn't this just a waste of your time?
Your troops are under attack.
Oh, you don't have anti-air? Why don't you go over here? Although we only have one anti-air unit here. We get these. Good. Let's move over here and kill this obnoxious... Oh. Do we want to do battle with you? I think we do. I think we do.
Your troops are under attack.
Kill them. See if this pulls them in or not. Doesn't look like it. So let's go over here and start a fight. Maybe we can kill the hero. Yeah, Tarantino movies are really hit and miss for me. But Dusk Till Dawn, I still think it's a pretty good movie. I mean, it's been... I mean, geez, I must have saw that movie in like 90... I don't even know, 99, 2000? It's a pretty old movie at this point. Classic George Clooney. Very handsome man, all tattooed and badass in that movie.
Your troops are under attack.
Yeah, well, this is a problem. We're going to upgrade them to liches. See if we can't do this. Probably should have left. Oh, you guys did a very good job. Kudos. More skeletons. I don't watch as many movies as I used to. Unfortunately, I just don't. So we're going to upgrade this to the highest tier melee unit, which is a very cool Doom Knight. These are capable of attacking ground and air troops. They are also extremely powerful. They deal 45 damage, which is almost as much as some of the generals, which are, you know, the highest tier creatures in the game. We do not have enough to upgrade all of them. We will upgrade the one with the lowest health because it will heal him to full, which is another reason why the undead are a little OP. I think we'll convert that building. Why is my mana so slow to regenerate? I don't understand what I'm missing. Unless he's auto-casting spells in combat, but I don't think they do that. We're going to send these liches over here to be with our main force. These are just our defensive force. In fact, we're going to send a couple of you as well, because we will eventually push to destroy them, and we'll do so with this group most likely. We want to upgrade the liches as well, which grants them range in combat. Combat will increase their likelihood of hitting the opponent, so we're going to do that one first, and then we'll increase their range as well, which will increase their siege ability and just grant a little bit more of a buffer for them when they're coming across the enemy. We're running out of crystal at this point. What we can do, these are already full up, so it's not really prudent to do. In the cage, you can unlock an ability which allows you to summon 10 like builder units, which you can then use to pump into your mines very quickly for the cost of not very much gold. But we don't have any really like potent crystal mines anyway, so it's not super useful. I think we're gonna push over here and take these back because this was where a base initially was. Please stop converting my shit, and please stop calling me a bitch. This guy is very obnoxious. He's extremely fast for some reason. I think we're going to push up to the gap, and we're going to hold the gap so they can't come down anymore. Because I'm getting real sick of this. There are some building units for the swarm, are the ants. Okay, stop chasing that. So they must be sending them to these mines to improve the yield of the mines. So we're going to move you up here where we can defend this area. So they'll stop coming down here and converting our stuff, although they're about to do it right here. So we're going to go murder this thing. Oops. No, don't destroy that, please. Kill that thing. I hate it.
Your troops are under attack. Your hero is under attack.
Whoa.
Your hero has fallen.
Oh. And just like that, because we took our eyes off the prize, our hero is dead. And that makes me a little angry. But that's my fault. That's on me. There's a lot of catapults you have. Please stop it. Please stop it. Okay, well, it's a little ridiculous that you were able to hit me from there. Why don't you guys fall back? Because I'm getting sick of this. Their range is incredible. Well, I'm angry. We no longer have the ability to convert buildings. Please highlight them when I click them.
Your buildings are under attack.
This makes me angry. So at this point, we're just going to up. One of your mines has been drained of 8,000 resources. Okay. So at this point, we're just going to upgrade and amass a very potent force, and then we are going to absolutely devastate them because I'm sick of this. It's gone on long enough, and I'm really irritated that they killed my hero. We no longer have any creatures that can convert, so we're just going to let them have those, and we're not going to worry about it. We'll just slowly accumulate powerful creatures, and we will eventually go and murder their faces off. Okay, having some issues with our recording here. Hopefully that didn't stop halfway through like I think it did, which would make me angry.
Your buildings are under attack.
Yes, I understand. They are attacking my buildings. Please stop informing me of it. Make them liches. And we're going to murder these catapults before they come and kill all of our creatures. Because F them. Move. The range on these is absurd. Why would you ever stop chasing them? Move, move, move. Okay, well, we lost a couple, which is unfortunate.
I am the Guardian.
We're going to upgrade a few more, and then we're going to push, because I'm getting tired of them.
From dust we came and stronger.
Don't have enough.
Go no further.
I think this force looks pretty okay. I would like to have upgraded the Lich's range, but for now we're not going to worry about that.
Your buildings are under attack.
Oh, my buildings are under attack. I did not expect that. So we're going to push up. If we can't push through with this force, we're probably going to call it, because it will just be a very tedious process waiting to gather resources from these few buildings. We're also going to upgrade. Oh, we have no materials. I pushed every force up there, so we don't actually have any to defend ourselves with.
Your troops are under attack.
Okay, let's all kill this hero. Should be quick doing.
Enemy hero is being destroyed.
Yeah. Catapults really piss me off, because they have splash damage. And they're killing my mass of... That irritates me very much. So we're about to lose a bunch of units. Makes me real angry. Don't have the materials to really upgrade these things. Oh, we definitely don't have the force to make it up here now. So I think we're probably going to call this episode. We're going to resign. After losing our hero, we don't have the ability to fight back by converting their resource buildings. And the just constant unit creation that comes with... Oh, it's not even one group, it's two groups of the swarm, which explains why there are so many units being produced. I don't think we have the force necessary to do this. As soon as we come across some more catapults, we are going to die. Because the catapults deal so much splash damage. We'll try though, I guess. We are no longer getting experience to our hero for killing units. We did defeat one of them, although we didn't really do anything that should have forced them to resign. I don't really understand why they resigned. Do not meddle. Gone. That tower apparently has a very long range on it, so we're going to try to burn that down. This is why I think liches are the most powerful unit, between the ability to raise skeletons and the ability to shoot fireballs at great distance. Pretty significant. I would like these units to turn into skeletons. Please stop doing what you're doing. Okay, well, be suicidal then, I guess. I don't know which of these buildings produces catapults, or we would target that immediately. We're just going to target these instead. It looks like we may actually win. I'm still very disappointed that I allowed my hero to die so quickly and without really any... I didn't have much time to react, so that's on me. Certainly makes the game harder when your hero is dead. We didn't have anything in our backpacks, so we didn't lose any items. But... Oh, they're converting my buildings. Oh no. Please. Thank you. Doing okay here. Seems like they had been sending most of their units down south anyway, so there's not much that could try to stop us at this point. I don't know why they're even bothering to try and convert our buildings. Yeah, so I got off topic, but my banter, I mean, I guess I need more attention to play the game than I originally expected. Okay, that tower's doing quite a number on us. We're going to fall back and wait for these ants to transform into skeletons to raise them from the dead so we can get more liches. There we go. Oh, he doesn't have enough mana. Does anyone have enough mana? You do. Base is under siege. I'm not super concerned about that. Okay, well, I just want like 2 of them. That's okay. Well, okay, please stop. They are trying to rebuild as we're destroying, which is a good sign. Means they probably don't have very much going on. After we defeat a few more, oh, this might be a problem. Yeah, this might be a problem. Oh, that is definitely a problem. That's going to kill most of our units. Kill them. Ah. Unfortunately, they have the units to continue building, and because they've converted most everything on the map over this whole endeavor, they have a lot of resources to do so. This is why I prefer playing game modes where the once you kill the hero, it immediately defeats their entire side, or destroying their keep makes them resign, things like that. Otherwise, this just becomes pretty tedious. You trying to fight all of their units over and over and over, trying to find every last builder that they have, you know, because it looks like if we look down here, they're building down here, which means I now, even though I've basically defeated them and any human player would have resigned, we now have to track down every building that they build and try to destroy them. Very irritating. We go fight this tower because it's putting in the damage. If there's a building between the liches and the building they're targeting, they will hit that instead. See, you'll see they're damaging the area. Yeah, my commentary has not been good for this. I do apologize. I got a little tilted when I lost my hero. That was the wrong button. Okay. So now, instead of having defeated them, I have to go down here and defeat their new base. And this gets pretty old pretty fast, especially given how slow we move. Why aren't you moving? Let's turn on... Is there a hotkey for attack move? I don't think there is. Upgrade them a little just for base protection. We appear to be getting virtually no metal. Oh, because we have run dry in this mine. That's really, really bad, because we require metal. And we don't have anything to convert. I believe we can build generals if we upgrade one more time. But I can't afford to do so. So we really are shit out of luck. If they can't defeat them, we're probably screwed here. Seems they're rebuilding again, which is a lot of fun. This is really fun. I don't remember this being so tedious. Having to track down every little thing. You'd think they would just resign, given that they've been destroyed at this point. But look at them. They've built a whole other base down here. Kill the builders. Kill the builders. All the builders. I don't want them to do this. Stop building. And again, unfortunately, they have the resources to just infinitely do this. I think these wasps may also be builders. Some of the basic flying units count as builders. May end up cutting some of this out because this is, at this point, this isn't even fun. This is just tracking down, you know, over and over. Thank you. Oh my god. All it had left was one watchtower and they still didn't resign. There's nothing you can do with a watchtower. Why would it not resign the enemy? Oh my god. So awful. I literally spent about 25 minutes just chasing them all over the map. Oh man. Just awful. Awful. I will cut out a whole mess of that so you don't have to watch that. We gained 195 experience, which boosted us a level. If our hero had not died, we would have gained 2 or 3 levels just from the number of buildings and enemies we destroyed. Barbarians reward us with 80 crowns, which is the money unit. We leveled up. We're going to bump up charisma again. Going to bump up. Oh, we never looked at poison magic. I meant to look at the spells and see if there's anything there. Put another point in necromancy. A lot of the liches leveled up because they just were murdering and murdering. We also got a big guy from, I believe, the Orc faction. We're not going to recruit a lich because although they are more powerful than the basic lich we could buy at the beginning of a game, they really don't have any utility. Like, they can't recruit, they can't, what's that called? Convert buildings, so we're not going to keep them. We only kept him because he has the ability to gain like an infinite number of levels, because he's a wraith. He steals a shadow, he steals experience. We're gonna back out. Oh my god, that took forever. I apologize for the lack of commentary. I mean, it just there was just a huge burden on me. I did not enjoy that at all. So we're gonna call this one here. We have 99 crowns now. Thanks for watching. I'll be back more with probably more of this, although we're hopefully going to recruit a new race soon, because playing undead is a little difficult in some of these maps. Like, that would have been much easier with Barbarians, because Barbarians only really need stone and metal, which there were a lot of those buildings. We rely very heavily on crystal to make the liches. So thanks for watching. I will be back more soon with more Warlords Battlecry 3.